Joe.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, Joelicious Kitchen is back in the house. Joe and Joe here, and we're right about at the end of 2019, and we're on the edge. We're close to 2020. So we're gonna wish you Happy New Year's later. For right now, we're just gonna make something really quick, something really convenient for everybody. Everybody's running around now, doing all their shopping, all the post-Christmas shopping. In Canada, they're doing their Boxing Day, whatever. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that later too. But today, Joe and Joe are making Merry Little Fish. What it is basically it's quick snacks, quick sandwiches.
Appetizers, right?
That's right, and we're actually doing two versions as usual, Joelicious and not. Joelicious is an experiment. This time it's very gonna be tricky because risky, I should say, because I've never done it that way. We've never done it that way. So if they come out, we'll just eat the regular ones.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
So at this point, the oven is on at 350 degrees. We will need, basically, these are sprats.
Sardines.
They're same as sardines. If you don't find sprats, sardines will work just fine. So we took a jar of those, split them in half, marinated one half in this pretty good beer, by the way.
By the way, cheers.
Cheers and beers. You can use any beer of your choice. Experiment. You can use Corona. You can use Budweiser. You can use any beer. Yeah. We also marinated the cooked bacon. It's basically pre-cooked bacon. Marinated some bacon too. So as an alternative, if you don't like fish, there's bacon. Everybody likes bacon.
Yeah.
If you're a vegetarian, you can mess with it and you can just experiment too. Like say you can throw mushrooms. Yeah, I wouldn't marinate mushrooms. Well, actually, I should marinate mushrooms.
Why not? That would be delicious.
So yeah, Joelicious, Joe.
Joelicious.
So we will need bacon, sprats or sardines. We'll need some mayonnaise. We took some cherry tomatoes and sliced them in half, but you can use regular tomatoes. Just slice them. We'll need some sharp cheddar cheese or mozzarella, whatever you have, shredded. We have 2 baguettes. We're going to use one for the beer recipe and one for the non-beer recipe. It's already sliced, thin to medium. We will also need butter. We are using unsalted because we're using some salted bacon and fish. So if you guys like it really salted and for beer it goes well, you can use salted butter. We're using unsalted. So but we're going to start by putting butter
on the bread.
On the bread. So just like regular toast. You're putting butter on the toast, same kind of thing. Same kind of thing. A little bit at a time. I'm going very generous on the butter. I gotta.
Yeah, me too. I love butter.
Well, it's gonna. I mean, it's.
Yeah, you're right. You gotta be able to make it.
Well, that and I don't want it to be very fattening. So like a little bit right in the center is fine because it's gonna melt. So
yes,
it's gonna melt and it's gonna be greasy.
Okay, this one's probably the way it should be.
That's what they're doing. We're basically taking a little bit, put it
right in the middle.
I wouldn't even spread it like crazy.
Yep.
Just a little bit. So I kind of started really heavy, but
I did too, and I slowed it down a bit.
Yes, we're doing it right, Joe.
Okay. I'm almost done.
You are faster than me, you hoser.
Okay, we're good with the end pieces, right?
Yeah.
Okay, looks good.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, do.
Look at that. All right, so we got the bread, the baguette sliced, and butter is on top of every slice. So now we will need to do the meat part. which would be rotating the bacon and the fish. So we're gonna use the fork and just go, I would say 2 fishes
Per bag,
per
slice.
slice. And then we're gonna do bacon. According to, we'll see how much bread we have left and we'll go by that. All right, so this has been marinated in beer for 24 hours. There's oil, but there's also beer in it. So it's gonna be Joelicious. Better be Joelicious, right?
That's right. I'm sure it will be. I think it looks pretty good.
Yep.
Now, is the bacon supposed to be on top of the fish too?
No. We're doing bacon separately.
Okay, so in other words, we're making fish ones
And the bacon.
and then
Yes.
separately bacon.
As an alternative for people that do not like fish, and that would be their, and I'm sure they like bacon, so they will have to use bacon.
I don't think I've ever heard anybody tell me they don't like bacon.
That's exactly where I'm heading. So I got bacon right here. Bacon everywhere. 1 tiny slice per bread. First, well, maybe we'll go 2 because got some extra. We'll see. I don't want to overload it either.
Nice one.
You know what? I got a couple extra left. I don't know. Should I or should I not? What do you think,
I
Joe?
think it's good. Looks good.
I'm gonna throw 1 more right here. Just
Okay, now the cheese and the tomatoes.
we're gonna put tomatoes first
Okay, on all of them?
on all of them.
Okay.
I'd go 1 first.
Yeah, I think one's plenty.
Cut part down.
Yes.
If we have extras on tomatoes, we'll just use extra tomatoes. But for right now, 1 per.
You know,
snack.
this is a good idea for New Year's. If you're
That's
having a
why-
party at your
that's
house,
it. That's it.
this is a great idea.
That's it. Very
I'm
quick.
sure the guests
Nothing-
will love it.
Nothing, nothing heavy, nothing that will keep you suffering like next day from overeating. So we're basically, look at that, Joe. This is so awesome. We just cut it right. So now we're gonna just do a little bit, just a tiny bit of mayo right on top. Maybe like a drop or 2. Easier to use like a pouch like this. But
To
if
squirt it on versus
Yes.
trying to scoop it out of a jar.
Right. I'm sure if you just use a regular, like upside down, the mayonnaise that comes in a plastic container.
All you
that's
really
same.
need to do is get a plastic bag, like one of those 4-quart
Yeah.
bags, and just cut the corner
Well, you can do that.
and put
You
the
can
mayonnaise in
improvise.
it and squeeze it up.
You can improvise. For those of you folks that don't like mayonnaise, you can skip this part or go lighter. Literally just, I am obsessed with mayonnaise. So
I love mayonnaise.
I love mayonnaise. I love everything. I even love anchovies. Joe, I know you don't like anchovies, please.
No,
All right.
just like that.
Anchovies are fish, so
Yeah.
all right. So now we're just gonna sprinkle some cheese.
Okay.
Go ahead, Joe.
Go ahead.
On top of every little snack right here. It's okay if some cheese falls on the bottom of the. It's fine. It's gonna melt and it's gonna create just this crust.
So it doesn't
around-
matter what kind of cheese you're saying.
Pretty much. Anything you like. If you like Swiss cheese, use Swiss cheese.
I love Swiss cheese.
If you like mozzarella, use
I
mozzarella.
love mozzarella cheese.
Joe, we might need extra cheese because I'm going generous. All right. Well,
Really?
basically, look at that. That's what I got right here.
Yours is done.
Mine's
And
done.
I'll finish the rest.
Oh, you got plenty. So we're good.
Yes, we're good.
So this is what we got, folks. This is the beer one. It's gonna go on the top. on the top rack of the oven. It's at 350 degrees. It's already heated up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in, and Joe is gonna
Finish putting the cheese on.
and we'll proceed to step number 2. All right, folks. Joe and Joe are back in the kitchen, and we're ready to take the sandwiches, the Merry Little Fish, out of the oven. The deer one's on the top.
Beers on the bottom.
On the bottom. This is what we got. Looks Joelicious.
Joelicious.
So we're gonna have to take them, wait for them to chill, because we can't have them hot. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna try them while we're in the studio doing the Joe and Joe show. How is that?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, Joe. So folks, stay tuned with us. We'll be right back. See you at Joe and Joe show. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone. Cheers, Joe.
Joelicious.
Kitchen. Yeah, Joe.